Hello. Welcome to Critical Babe Theory. I'm Francesca, and before I start the episode today, I want to say that I'm trying a new way of paywalling the show instead of paywalling every other episode like we've been doing for the past number of months. Now the first half of every episode is going to be available wherever you get your podcasts, so Apple, Spotify, and then the second half of every episode will be for Patreon subscribers only. So if you are new to the show, or if you've been listening but if you're not a subscriber, if you go to Patreon/Critical Babe Theory, you can find us there. And you could just think about it as for the price of 1 cup of coffee per month, you can listen to as much Critical Babe Theory as you want and support the show and what I'm trying to do here. So if you're already a subscriber, great, thank you. The show will be in its entirety for your ease of listening or watching on Patreon. And also, if anyone ever has any queries or complaints or concerns, please feel free to email me at criticalbabetheory@gmail.com. I love a dialogue. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy the show. That's better. We are. We're live right now. We're live from the Upper West Side. Hi, my name is Francesca. Welcome to Critical Babe Theory. And this is my friend, Reuben Barsky, who I would say raconteur, man about town, sometimes to be found on, is it 47th Street?
Yeah, 47th Street, Diamond District.
Deep in the Diamond District. Writer, actor. It's fun because with you it's like you're just an actor, so I don't have to say it's not like I would have said actress, but then I have to change what I said to be politically correct or something. Do you know what I mean?
I call women actors.
I don't do it on
You call them
principle.
actresses?
Yeah.
You're an actress.
I'm an actress.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I didn't work so hard just to be discarded.
Right.
My S.
There are 2 categories for
You know
the
what
Oscar.
I mean? I just feel like I'm into that. I don't know why I go to dominatrix.
Right.
Stewardess.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. I think it's classy.
That. It's classy.
I think it's classy too. We should bring it back. You're an actress.
I'm an actress.
Yeah.
I don't have to be so uptight about it.
No.
Because you know what? Calling me an actor doesn't seem to get me pay equity.
Right.
So let's just discard with the niceties.
Actually, I'm an actor.
I'm an actor?
I'm an actor. So.
Yeah. How did you feel about this weekend in football?
Oh my God, I was bummed the fuck out, especially because the same play in overtime happened to the 2 teams that I wanted to go into the championship game. Josh Allen, overtime, throwing a stupid pass. You know, you only needed to get into field goal position. And then the call that was made.
Wait, so you feel just want to say this, so we are recording this right after the divisional round weekend.
Yes.
Probably it will not be released for another week. So maybe the championships games will have happened.
The championship games this weekend.
Just freaking chill. Do you know what I mean? And if you're a chick who doesn't want to hear about football, just zone out for 10 minutes.
Right.
And we'll be back with other issues. Yeah.
Because it is a hot topic. I mean, especially with the interception of the Josh Allen, the interception that happened. You know, because was it a catch or whatever it is? And I've been watching a bunch of the sports talk shows and shit, and it's well, look, if it was a catch, he didn't have control of it when he hit the ground. And blah, blah, blah.
It was a catch.
It was a fucking catch.
It was a catch.
And he got fucking robbed. And I'm of the mind that the refs in whatever city they're reffing in are going to be going to bend towards the hometown.
Oh, okay. So you're not a global conspiracist with the NFL.
No, I think it is whatever team is playing at home, the refs are for that team.
Okay.
And they do make up calls, but the fact that it was overtime and when it wasn't overtime that you made that fucking call.
They should. I don't understand why they didn't slow it down.
Why didn't slow
review
it down? Go to New York because it says, oh shit, all replays are from New York, and those fuckos refs made that call.
That was insane.
That's
insane. Why I don't get, because literally, because then I was watching the overtime game for the Bears, and I was looking at the small print on overtime rules, and I saw at the very end it's all calls go to New York, and I was like, what? Where was New York?
Where was New York? And that was a bonehead. That had nothing. That was just he tried to be a fucking hero, and that pass that he made to get into overtime. I mean, insane. 20 yards behind scrimmage, fucking plants his feet, tosses I mean, unbelievable. All you had to do was get into field goal position. You had a dude that was maybe 10 yards in front of you, who was maybe 5 yards from the field goal position that you could have passed to, who was wide the fuck open, and he would have got it. And they would have gotten a field goal, and they would have won the game. But instead, he decided to be a hero, Caleb.
Oh, you're talking about Caleb. I was like, yeah, what? I mean, but he's young. So the young are always doing stupid shit, like trying to be heroes.
And then, but there's the thing is, like, you know, he played well all game, the whole game, and to make that kind of just to not.
That pass was so dumb. I was stupid. I was shocked.
And Josh Allen did the same fucking thing. And if Josh Allen is like, you know, what was his 9th year playing or 8th year playing, and it's like he just can't fucking win.
Okay, so you see both sides. You both are going to come down on Josh Allen with his personal responsibility.
He also did not play well at all.
In that game, he did not play well. I know. I was like, he had like nerves.
Fumble,
I know.
Running with the ball
But it looked like from my perspective, when I first saw it, I thought he like threw that ball, and I was like, what is he doing? Like, I thought he like
to me that he was trying to look for somebody behind him to pass it behind him.
Right.
And then but that didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
He played like shit the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, and also, you know, Sean McDermott getting fired, like.
Oh, you don't give a shit?
No, dude.
Oh, dude, I was like, that fucked me.
He's a defensive coach, and his defense fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Like, bro. And same thing, because I'm an Eagles fan. Go Birds. And the fact that, like, this year, my team, the offense was absolute trash. Like, Kim Matullo aside, Nick Sirianni is an offensive coach. And that you allowed that shit to happen all year long, all season, is ridiculous. But he's like, you know, he's like CEO level shit. Like, it's like him, Howie, and Laurie, like Jeff Laurie, like it's those three guys. And then everybody else in the staff.
What do you mean CEO level?
So, like, he answers to Howie Roseman and to Jeff Lurie. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Sirianni, his job's not on the line.
Yeah.
You know?
But why did Sean McDermott get fired and then that Bean motherfucker get promoted?
Well, that is another. Yeah.
I mean, conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean that I would have fired the GM too.
Yeah, totally.
You know, you would have to get a whole new crowd of people.
I don't know. I like Sean McDermott. I love men who don't react to anything ever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Not me. Couldn't be me. I am reactionary.
Me too. As somebody who's like I'm working on it, but just somebody who like has a straight face no matter what happens. I respect that.
It's like my stepdad. He was like that. Like, you're like, okay.
I think that's tight.
It is. It's old school.
Yeah.
You know, you don't show your emotions. Like, you don't show wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, you
never show your cards fucking ever.
Never.
I'm
a horrible gambler. I don't play poker for this reason.
You should not be playing poker. Yeah.
No, I'm too stupid and I'm too cocky. I would lose it all. I'd bet the house, you know?
Totally.
I would lose it all.
Totally.
But yeah, but Sean McDermott gone. See you later. I mean,
I don't know. That kind of. I just was like so emotionally. And then, you know, I'm a Niners fan, and that was like.
But that is like, it was amazing that you guys even made it far.
I know. It was crazy, but like to get an ass whooping by our West Coast rival.
It was brutal.
And like they're such ass. Their defense.
Oh my God,
is
crazy,
insane.
Well, from the opening play, that 95-yard punt return was like,
I was like, oh shit,
you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, totally. That was brutal. And like with Kittle being out, what do you think about the power plant shit? The electrical power grid station. Oh, you haven't heard about this?
No, what's that? I'm not informed at all. I don't.
Okay, dude. So there's
I'm all guts.
You're all guts.
I'm all guts and assumption.
Yeah, all guts, no information.
Yeah. No.
So
that should be the title of the show. All guts, no information. That's great. Well, the name of this episode.
Yeah, totally. So there's this conspiracy theory that's been going around social media for about like. I became aware of it like 3 weeks ago, and now like every sports fan I talk to has also become aware of it. So it's like spreading like wildfire, and now it's supposedly gotten to like the management level of San Francisco. But basically, there is an electrical substation right across the street from the 49ers practice field.
Oh, this is fucking.
And you know how the 49ers have like the highest injury level of any team, I think, since 2017, like insane injuries, really, like everybody's popping an Achilles or like just bad. So it turns out that there is inconclusive medical research on the effects of like higher levels of electromagnetic activity, which it is measurably. I think some crazy motherfuckers like went out and measured it, and it is like demonstrably much higher than like a normal environment in terms of like the electromagnetic field. There's a correlation between the heightened levels and collagen disruption. So they're sort of wondering, is like, that's why, is there specifically why there are so many like Achilles injuries with San Francisco? Anyway, so it's like spread like wildfire online. And even a couple weeks ago, I was talking to my friend who has a sports podcast, Harry Krinsky. I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, I've actually reached out to sports journalists about this, but they like won't touch it. They like won't discuss it. But now I think former players are coming forward and being like, this has been a problem since 2012. I left the team because of it. Anyway, it's just like this big scandal, which is like, maybe there's a reason the 49ers are so freaking injured.
Oof. I mean, look, where I live in Greenpoint, there was a like a super fund that was there, and they just built like a 500 unit apartment complex, but they had to like, apparently it's like a big, I don't know about cancer, whatever, it's a toxic area, you know? Yeah. And I've been there for 6 years. Like, I wouldn't raise kids there.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
What is it, like, what was was it, industrial waste?
Yeah,
or?
It was like a whole, because there was a Greenpoint was like a whole, they'd had a bunch of industry there and factories and all kinds of stuff. And it was like I think it was like plastics or sugar factory, or some kind of crazy factory where there was like toxic waste, like, you know, embedded.
I can't even think about this
50 feet or so in the ground or wherever the hell it was. And like they built a whole fucking complex.
This is kind of why, I've talked about this before, this is like kind of why I'm not anti-vax, because it's just like everything is so polluted and fucked.
Yeah. I trust doctors.
Do you?
Yeah, in medicine and shit like that. My friends have are like nurses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you got fucking measles and shit. Like, kids are getting sick again. Like, archaic stuff. Like, don't just fucking do it. You know, it's not gonna make me retarded. You know, I mean, maybe I am. Some people might be like, this guy's fucking retarded, but it's not gonna do that. You know, if that's how it is, then maybe you're retarded.
Yeah,
and that's why your
like
kids
naturally.
Are. Yeah,
like you were born that way.
Yeah.
Like
and
Jenny
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Yeah, but like, even still, like, her
kid.
Are they?
I mean, well, she's like one of the early adopters of like anti-vax.
Yeah, stupid.
Okay.
Stupid. I trust doctors. I trust medicine and science, stuff like that. I mean, that's, you know, maybe not now. I mean, it'd be hard. Now they're fucking shit up, you know, big time. But
you mean because of the Trump administration?
Yeah, I mean, just like, you know, I'm not gonna get super political because I'm too stupid, but I'm not running for office. But the fact is like, you know, we used to like trust science, and science medicine, like, it's supposed to, you know, as we progress as a society, you know, so the science and the medicine gets better, and we just believe them.
I just, I don't know if I need to beat this dead horse. I kind of don't agree with them.
Okay.
But is there a way to talk about it that's interesting? No, it's not a stone face to you. It's a stone face to like me trying to not bore myself. Basically, I feel like, yes, I do think that the science and medicine is getting better, but Western medicine completely ignores so many integral issues to health that it ends up in some ways, I don't want to say canceling itself out because that's dramatic. Obviously, like, lifespans have extended, but I guess
too long. People are living too long.
People are living too long.
Way
like,
too
just
long.
fucking die now.
Yeah, the boomers, they got it all.
Yeah.
They got it all. They're living way too fucking long.
It's time for them to croak.
Yeah, 100%. But I do agree with like the Eastern medicine, you know, even something like just like diet and exercise.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like, you know, Japan or people, they eat rice and fish and they walk a lot.
That shit's hella good.
It's so good for you, and then chi and like channeling your energy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that is cool.
Yeah.
You know, and
chi
that
is
keeps
cool.
you. Yeah, chi is cool. You know, from your guts and everything, and just like kind of going with the flow, staying present, not like worrying about bullshit, you know? But here it's like, you know, we just try to survive, like trying to keep science, like keep us alive. I don't want to be like in a machine, like staying alive. I want to be able to like live my life. Like, that's
quality
the point of life. Quality of life is important. If I'm like 77 and something happens where I get a fucking stroke, pull the plug.
Yeah. Totally.
Darn, I don't want to be a vegetable, like laying around being a burden. Forget about it. Let me go.
Forget about it.
My mom, she's all about that. She's all about like, you know, you're sick? Turmeric. Take turmeric.
Yeah, totally.
Doesn't work. He's like, oh, she got found stage 4 cancer. Turmeric. That's not, you're not a doctor. I'm telling you, turmeric, it works. I'm like, Jesus, shut up. You're not a doctor. Crazy. But she did have a point. I mean, she had herniated discs in her neck, And they gave her pain pills or whatever it was. It was like the last thing she wanted to do was get surgery. And they gave her like pain pills, and she like maybe took one. But for the most part, she's like, I'm going to get myself well. And it was like her mental health, like getting well, and then getting physically moving, and then changing her diet. Which she was also like, she was always in shape and ate well. But she became super conscious of what she was putting into her body. And that bitch is fucking healed. She's like 68 years old, and she looks like she's 45.
Really?
50. Yeah, she runs all over town. She parties. She's got a new boyfriend. Like, she's
your mom.
My mother.
That's tight.
Yeah.
What's her boyfriend's name?
His name is Andy.
Cool.
Yeah.
You like him?
I just met him the other day. He's a nice guy.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So I went to dinner. Went to this place called the Monkey Bar. What the fuck is it? Monkey Bar?
Monkey Bar.
I don't know. It was on 54. Some boomer place. I had no idea. It was like, it was good. We had great steak and like fries.
What kind of steak did you get?
We got a ribeye.
Ooh, I love a ribeye.
We got a good ribeye.
Yeah.
It was a bone-in ribeye. She said it was 22 ounces. My first question is, how many ounces is the bone?
Yeah,
and she's like, 4 ounces. I'm like, this is not a 4 ounce. This is like a fucking 8 ounce bone.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
so, and I don't think it was 18 ounces of steak, to be honest. I mean, I would have liked them to weigh it in front of me.
100%.
That's how much of a Jew I am. I'm like, I want to make sure I'm getting my money. I want to make sure Andy's getting his money's worth, you know? Get the scale out here and weigh that shit out.
I mean, that is 100% real.
Yeah, I remember one time I was at a restaurant and they had meatballs there, and I never order meatballs in.
Why?
Because I make the best meatballs. My mother made the best meatballs, and like my family and everything.
What are you doing making meatballs?
Well, so my mom, so I'm an Irish Jew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mother's Irish Catholic, one of 11 from North Philly, and my dad was like a Jewish boy from like the suburbs, you know, upper middle class kind of a guy.
Okay.
And I don't give a fuck. I'll say people be like, "Oh, I'm middle class." You're upper middle class. Like his dad had a fucking Cadillac in the fucking 50s and 60s. They were okay, you know, and so, but my mom, her next door neighbor were the Campbellones, and the Campbellones, who are like my cousins and my aunts and my uncles and everything like that, they were right off the boat from Italy. So that's how she learned how to cook.
Oh, thank God she learned how to cook from the Irish.
No, although my mother's mother did make a mean sandwich, and she cooked for, and she cooked for 11 kids, and she would make like roasts on Sunday and stuff.
I like a roast.
You know,
yeah.
oh yeah, the roast and her mashed potatoes were fucking amazing, and they're still amazing. My mom, she's an incredible cook, and but the Campbellones, they had to throw in chickens and tomatoes, and they would make the sauce. So that's how she learned how to cook. And that's how I learned how to cook, was from her and then those people as well. So
I tried to make meatballs recently, and instead of using bread, I used like crackers, like saltine crackers.
How did that go?
It was...
I'm skeptical. I'm like, wow, cracker. Yeah.
Hella good.
Was it really?
Hella good.
All you get for meatball, it depends. So what did you put? Were you making tomato sauce with it?
Yeah.
Did you put a sauce in
here's
the meat?
here's the lazy mom version. Yeah. I get the strained tomatoes like from Moody.
Okay.
And I put them.
Moody's great.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what I use. Moody. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the passata? You use passata. It comes in the glass jar?
Yeah, in the glass jar. It's kind of tall.
Yeah.
And I put that in because, like, I don't have time. If I'm making the meatballs, I don't have time to be frying. This is from, also, I just want to be clear, this is from my friend Laura Suture. She made all these suggestions. So I'm not out here ripping people off. So basically you put in the Moody, and then in like a narrow, like a not very tall, like but wide, kind of like covered, and then I just cook the meatballs in that at a simmer.
Okay.
And then I don't have to deal with frying. I get a nice sauce. I mean, it's a fatty sauce, but I like the fat.
What kind of meat are you using?
Half ground, like high fat ground beef, and half ground pork.
Yeah.
I would love to use veal, but they don't carry it anymore.
Veal. Yeah. No veal. Veal kills it. People with this veal, pork, and meat for the birds. Veal has no flavor. I don't fucking want veal in there. I'll order a veal parm or something like that, or like a veal cutlet, whatever. I'll order them from time to time. I will not put in my fucking meatballs anymore. It does nothing.
Okay, great. I feel better about not having access to
pork. Sometimes if I can't even get fucking meat, like regular beef, I'll do pork meatballs.
Oh yeah.
Fucks hard. Pork, a little ricotta, some tomatoes, which I already have making the tomato sauce, which is super simple. But yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. And I've been frying up my meatballs because it creates a big fucking mess. But it does. I mean, it's good, but but if you don't have time, you're a parent.
It's just a mess, and like I'm always making such a mess in this kitchen because when you cook. I mean, these days I cook like one meal from scratch a day, you know,
sure,
like I don't not like in the COVID days where I was like, to make 3 meals a day from scratch for a family.
Making bread. Yeah, like, it's great. Yeah.
Roasting a chicken. Full-time job between like the cooking and the cleaning up afterwards.
Yeah.
You might have like a 25-minute break between each meal.
Oh, big pain in the ass.
It's crazy,
you're
dude.
constantly on your feet. Yeah.
But I don't eat I try not to order in food from restaurants because I don't think it's very good, and I don't really get prepared foods, or I don't fuck around with that.
No, you got to cook it yourself or make it yourself or somewhere. Meal prepping is great. You know, I got to get better. I'm getting back on it. I'm just started my Fitness Pal thing again.
What's a Fitness Pal?
My Fitness Pal, it's just a fucking stupid app. I'm not plugging my Fitness Pal, but it is free. And but it's just so I can like log my food, because my fat ass will like I can't. I have a sweet tooth and I'll eat cake. I will overeat. You know, I don't have an off button because as Louis C.K. said, like I eat until I hate myself.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I if I make a box of, I can't make a box of pasta. I have to like weigh it out so I know how much I'm getting in there, because I will overeat. You know, 'cause it's so damn good, because I'm a good cook. So like I'm just like, damn, this is good. This is delicious. It's like my mom too. She's like, damn, Barbara, you're unbelievable, unbelievable. Yes. And it's true. It's like when it's so good, I can't make chocolate cookies though.
Why?
I don't have the touch. I can make a chocolate cake. I made a chocolate cake the other night.
Yeah.
Fox.
Wow.
Like my chocolate cake is out of this world.
Is it an oil based or a butter?
No, oil. Chocolate cake? Yeah. I throw in vegetable oil.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to do it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's hard.
Hard? The butter?
Making real cakes like whatever old style way is hard.
Yeah, I'm not going to fuck with the butter with the cake, but the cookies, for some reason, I don't have the touch.
I just haven't found a good chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Not if I
It's
tried
so
this.
funny that this is what we're talking about, because the topic.
Yeah, this is the topic. Yeah,
The topic is like, what did I say? The life and death of the urban American male.
Yeah, of the urban American. Yeah, and this is what we're doing now. We've been reduced to baking cakes.
We're talking about cookies.
Yeah, cookies and cakes.
What could get more faggy than that?
They're delicious, and look, I know what I'm putting in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be, all the other additives and all the other bullshit that they put in there, the preservatives, whatever. I love Chips Ahoy. I'll eat Chips Ahoy.
You love Chips Ahoy?
Fucking love Chips Ahoy. I'll eat it. I'll take down a box.
Really?
100%. I can't have it in the house. Can't have it in the house.
You can't have Chips Ahoy. Can you have any sweets in the house?
I can, but I'll eat them. Like I have Entenmann's Chocolate Donuts.
Yeah.
Greatest donuts. This is a plug for Entenmann's Chocolate Donuts. 100%. I fucking love them so much. And they are, when I was doing the movie, when I was doing Peter, we would have, it was like a priority on set, a requirement to have Entenmann's Chocolate Donuts on the set for me, because I was still trying to I was just trying to stay chubby,
Oh, you had to be fat.
Yeah, and I could have been fatter.
You could have been fatter.
I could have been fat. My fattest was this January. I was 200 pounds. January 25.
January 25, you're 200 pounds.
Yeah, I bulked wrong.
You bulked.
My brother would say, yeah, you suck at bulking. Bulked wrong. I did it wrong. I was eating burgers.
What is bulking?
So bulking in the fitness world, I'm not like a bodybuilder or anything like that, but my brother is. He's a bodybuilder, professional bodybuilder, and he is a nutrition coach, and he's not a nutritionist. A nutrition coach is different, and
Wait, what's the difference?
Nutritionist is like a doctor.
Oh.
He is just like read a couple books or whatever like that, and can like tell people like what to eat and like what is the science-based food. So he gives me like a program and everything, and so that's why I log my food with the Fitness Pal and all this stuff. I just do what he tells me to do.
Is this normal male behavior?
This is now normal male behavior. Talk about fucking the urban male. We're getting jacked out here, or bulking. That's what we're doing. I talk to like Andrew, my buddy Jake, and George. We're going to the gym. We're getting jacked because it gives you one. There's the mental health aspect that comes with working out. One.
Okay.
Two, you look cool as hell. And being big is cool. Like when I was like big, I was looking at pictures in Aruba last year, and I was like big, probably like 190. And I was like, you're kind of chubby, but like you're jacked. Like, you're a big dude. It's cool.
It's cool. Okay.
It's cool. And I think it's just like, like not an unrealistic aesthetic. I'm not going to be like Arnold or something. Like I don't want to do that. I want to like wear T-shirts and stuff. I don't want to have like
You want to wear T-shirts?
Yeah,
what do you mean? Like Arnold can't wear T-shirts.
There's just certain ways like he can now, but when he was like huge, that's who you are.
He can only wear an itty bitty tank top.
Yes, which is cool. But I don't want that aesthetic. I just want to like look good and feel good. Like some dude the other day is like, "Oh my God, Reuben, your arms look so good." I'm like, "Thanks, dude." Well, yeah. I love getting affirmation from gay guys. It's great.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And there's really like if you go along the circle, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his tiny outfits is pretty gay. so it's like all kind of a circle.
Short
it's like the circle of life.
Well, also like at the gym, I'm not looking at women.
You're looking at other dudes.
We're looking at other dudes. That's what we're doing. 100%. I'm like, damn, look at that guy's shoulders. That guy's got a great back. Like how do they get those quads like that? 100%. And that's how, like, that's where we get the motivation. I'm not looking at, I mean, sure, there's girls at the gym, you like check them out, but for the most part, I'm looking at dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like ancient Greece in here.
Yeah, 100%, except
Yeah.
without like that oil rig and flicking the oil at each other.
And like the sodomizing teenagers.
Yeah.
But
younger.
Yeah.
They're
totally.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah. So not that part.
Not that part.
But other parts.
But these urban American males now, we are getting jacked.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about like the grind set mindset. That all bullshit.
Grind set mindset?
These
What's
are these
that?
like
Tell
red
me.
pill idiots that are like, what is that called when they're selling? It's like a pyramid scheme. They like sell labubus or whatever. Drop shipping.
Drop shipping?
Yeah, Google it. It's retarded.
Okay, wait. Isn't that just a way to ship things?
No, apparently. So this is what it is. And if anybody like says otherwise, correct me. I really don't give a fuck. What it is like they're selling, you know, whatever the hottest thing is
Like a
on the
supplement.
market. Or supplements. So there was like this thing called Amway years ago, where it was the pyramid scheme.
Oh yeah, I know. I've
It's kinda
heard
like
about
that,
Amway.
but
Yeah.
it's not Amway. It's like, you know, a group of dudes who are at the top and like they've made a bunch of money. Maybe they made like $100,000 something like that.
Yeah.
And then they get these other idiots to
Yeah.
like sell the new Beats headphones, or they're selling
Yeah.
Labubus or
Okay.
whatever the hot thing is.
Yeah.
And they try to sell it to make money.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, if you're, and they're selling it online. You know, and
Yeah.
like, and then doing like a markup of a price, and then they walk away every week with, you know, if you're lucky, maybe you make $400.
Yeah, it's
You know?
depressing.
But then another friend of mine, he's smart. He left his job, and he's an actor as well, and he just had a baby, and he's gonna have to get another job soon too. He works all the time, but he's been selling clothes on eBay. He's been an eBay guy, but he knows fashion and stuff, like cool shit.
It's
and
just so involved.
It's a
when
lot.
You wrap the packages and you gotta
Shipping it,
shell.
pain
I
in the
mean,
ass.
I love eBay. I don't like to buy stuff online, but I will buy stuff on because I think it's like the internet I grew up with. I'll buy stuff from eBay and then I'll do shit on Craigslist.
yeah.
And
I can't buy anything online.
I mean, I need to touch it.
I need to touch it, I need to see it, I need to smell it, the textures, everything.
Yeah.
You know, textures,
100%.
everything. I bought this thing I got here is
Yeah.
from like a 5 and under store next to my therapist's office in Tribeca. It was like,
You mean like 500 children?
no, this is not a children's.
I know. I was saying, like, what are you talking about?
It's like whatever. It was like
$5.
$5
Oh.
whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Like it's Dollar Tree. It's from like Dollar Tree or something like that. It's 100% cotton. I got this shit for $15.
Wait. Dollar Tree, they sell sweaters?
Apparently, I was cold as hell. I was like walking around. I was not prepared for the elements, and I went to the shop. I'm like, let me see if I can find something. Whatever. I'm not spending more than $20 on a fucking sweater. And I saw this thing there, 100% cotton.
I love the repetition of 100% cotton.
100%
That's some
cotton.
real Philadelphia shit.
Yeah, I'm not fucking polyester. I saw some shit in polyester shit. They try to charge me $20 for that. Get fucked. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
No
It's
way.
plastic.
It's
I'm not gonna
plastic.
wear plastic.
Unless it's something old school, like some of those old, like the old like collared shirts and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Wait,
yeah.
what part of town is this Dollar Tree in?
Tribeca. It's on
A Tribeca
in
Dollar
Tribeca.
Tree?
Yeah, it's next to what is that, Mate or Mato fucking coffee shop or something like that.
I don't
Next
know.
to 299 Broadway.
Okay.
It's right there, right on the corner, across from all like.
This is not like you don't mean the chain Dollar Tree. That's all
I do.
across the United States of America.
Yeah, I do.
There's
It's like a Dollar Tree. I'll
Tree?
verify what exactly it is
Wow.
on our break, but yeah, it's it's cool as hell.
So, okay.
I walked in there. I was like, "This is nice." I was like, "This is nice."
Okay. Can you tell?
No pockets though.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us where you're from?
I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not from Center. My dad had a place in Center City. I'm from Cheltenham. So that's
Is that a
like
neighborhood
20
or
minutes. It's like the
suburb?
suburbs of right outside of Philly. So we'll say like I'm not like from Allentown and say I'm from Philly. Like I'm from Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, which is like 20 minutes, 15 minutes outside of Philly. My house that I grew up in, I could literally walk across the street to Philadelphia. Like that's where the dividing line, the city limit was.
You go walk across the street.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, do you feel we can safely say you're from the city of
100%.
Philadelphia?
100%.
Okay, and is it like, what's it look like in that part of town? Is it leafy? Is it more
Yeah,
urban?
it was,
I
yeah.
don't know that much about Philadelphia.
Where I grew up, 100 Boncourt Road, was a corner house. We had a tree house. It was like a 2-3 bedroom double deck. It wasn't a big house at all. Garage.
Yeah.
We had like a den. It was enough.
So it was the American dream.
It was the American dream of a boomer. Yeah, 100%. That house, my dad bought it in 1981 for $50,000.
Yeah.
And that house today is worth like $450,000.
Wow.
Which is bullshit.
Does he still own it?
No, God, no. They got divorced. That was gone. I think I left when I was like 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. We got evicted.
You got
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't want to get too personal. But we got kicked out of the house.
Okay, got it. But how did you get evicted from a house that you owned? We can't get into that. Okay, great. Got it. I never heard of that situation. That's interesting. And then where'd you go from there?
From there, my mom got an apartment. My dad got an apartment. And then we went to my stepdad, Bill's house, who was on the other side in Abington, which was like the rival school. So we grew up in Cheltenham, and then we just moved across Township Line Road to where Bill's house was. And then he like built out the attic and gave my brother and I bedrooms. He like
sounds like a nice guy.
He's the greatest guy in the entire world. I mean, insane. This dude, this was like 1998, 99, maybe 2000. Bill was 35, 36 years old, my age.
Yeah.
And he's like bringing a mom with their 2 kids and he's been dating, into his fucking house and like builds out the house and like does a whole deck situation, like builds the attic. Like it was nuts when I think about it now.
What a good guy.
Saint.
Wow.
Fucking nuts. And like never said, hey, I did this for you, I did that. Nope, he just did it because that was like what he wanted to do.
Wow.
He's like, you guys can come live with me. And then he like, this guy owned his house when he was like 25 years old. He was married before and then they got divorced and then him and my mother got together and then we moved in there. And I remember when, because I had to change schools after that.
Yeah.
And after that, my buddy Jake, who was from Cheltenham, he said, you're going to go to Abington now. I was like, what the fuck? It like broke my heart, It
broke your heart.
Broke my fucking heart. And I couldn't go use another address or whatever it was. They didn't do that. So I burned it all down.
You burned it all down?
Yeah, I burned it all down.
Can you tell us about that or
no?
I
mean, that was probably like, 5th, 6th grade. I tried, my best. And then 7th grade, I failed out of school. And once I failed out of school, then I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to do
They didn't
better.
kick you out.
No, I've been kicked out of school plenty of times. But from 7th grade onwards, I got suspended. Like I used to get suspended like every other fucking week. And
for just being a dick?
Being a dick, fighting with people, causing trouble.
How come you like to fight?
How come I like to fight?
Yeah, can you put words to it?
I like to fight. So when I was a boy, I saw Rocky from Philly, so obviously Rocky. I used to watch that on repeat over and over and over. Rocky all the fucking time. Yeah. And I wanted to be a boxer.
Okay.
So because, delusional, I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to be a fighter. So I used to go to Joe Frazier's gym. My dad, they used to take me to Joe Frazier's gym in North Philly. And I learned how to box there when I was like 8, 9, 10. And Joe Frazier used to pick me up in his limo from school to take me to the gym because they thought I was going to be really good.
Because you have so much attitude?
I guess so, because I just like did it. Like when you're a kid, you just fucking do it. Okay. There's no like inhibitions. Like I just whatever I saw was happening, I could take to the footwork and like all the stuff I could. And then I stopped going because my parents didn't want me to get fucking brain damage. And then around like 12, 13, I started getting a lot of trouble because I was watching like gangster movies and all this stuff and like trying to be like Henry Hill. I wanted to be like
you want to be like, okay, but hold on. So do you believe, like, do you agree with Republicans when they're talking about like rap, like if in your situation watching gangster movies created bad behavior in you, do you agree with the Republican senators who used to like have those, this was like in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And they would say that like rap music and video games were like making the kids bad. Do you agree with that?
I think it just depends on your parenting.
Okay.
I think understanding like a boundary between what it is. Like I'm watching gangster movies at 12 years old. Nobody's telling me like, hey, Reuben, like this is not real. Like I never had any boundaries growing up. So nobody was there sitting down with me saying like, hey, this is fiction, or these are the consequences of these actions. Because I remember watching like the first half of Goodfellas, and then I'm not paying attention to like when he's all yacked up.
Oh, you didn't pay attention to the second half?
I remember it vividly because I've seen that movie 450,000 times. Yeah. But like at that early age, I'm just seeing the glamour and the shoes and like the women and the cars and like them doing cool shit and laughing and killing and all this shit,
That's so funny to me. It never looked particularly glamorous, but
God,
you loved it.
Loved it, and I love it's all a delusion, and that's like how it's set up, like that life. And I've read I'm a big fan of like like the American gangster history and the origins and all that stuff. I think it's really fascinating. It's like Shakespeare,
Yeah.
Everybody's like fucking. They say they're friends and they're smiling at you and they're backstabbing each other and stuff, and it's just like sucks.
Do you wish you could have been a gangster?
My friends and I, we say if we grew up at that time, we'd be dead. So
wow.
I think it could have been really easy for us if we in a different time. Now it's just like sucks because everything there's fucking cameras all over the place. You can't do anything.
Well, as somebody who comes from a family with a background in crime, personally, me.
Yeah.
Is there, it's just occurring to me, is there some correlation between like being an immigrant and being a criminal?
I mean, I think that's an interesting question because it's, so if we look back at the turn of the century, you know, with like Italian, Jewish, Eastern European immigrants coming in here, they weren't treated like citizens. You know, they were treated like a burden. They weren't able to, they couldn't afford certain luxuries that past generations had. So they had to do what they had to do. Like they say, like, you know, these old crime bosses from the 20s, like they could have ran a Fortune 500 company, but they weren't afforded the opportunities that Americans had.
I mean, this makes me think about what's going on with the Somali population in Minnesota. How now everybody's like going crazy about all the fraud. And my friend, I don't know, a couple episodes, Lauren Billy was talking about, she was like, well, good for them for perpetrating all that fraud. And I was kind of like, I don't know about that. But maybe to be an immigrant is to commit crime. I mean,
that's so crazy. Yeah, it's so nuts. I
mean, look, it's my like fresher off the boat side of the family that had a criminal history.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? That's actually kind of bullshit because I can't get into this too much either. But my dad's side of the family, which from that side, I'm an 11th generation American. Right. They actually also all were
committed atrocities.
Well, there's that. But they also, there's a lot of drug dealing in that side of the family too. So maybe just to be American is to be a criminal. I don't know.
Yeah,
different ways to think about it. Enterprise.
It's enterprise. That's what it is. You know, it's like wanting to make our own lane, make a life for yourself, you know, by any means possible. You know, I think that is American as fuck.
Yeah, by any means.
By any means possible. You know, and now we have that in like some kind of this like bullshit hustle mindset thing, which is a joke. You know, like
tell me why it's a joke.
I don't know, fucking selling. Everybody wants to get. When I was growing up, being sponsored by somebody
made you lame.
It makes me sick to this fucking day.
But that's some Gen X shit, because like not all millennials feel that way.
Oh, Gen Z, you mean?
No, Gen X. Like Gen X are like they're the ones who like selling out is literally the worst sin you could ever commit. Yeah. And I feel like because I've said this before on the show, but I've like was brought up by a bunch of not brought up like in the like my friends were Gen X. Yeah. So I'm sort of have that like
my older brother's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing worse than being a sellout.
But also like Wayne's World too, like that whole bit in Wayne's World, like Reebok and Pizza Hut and Pepsi and you know Advil, whatever it was.
I know it's I can't get past it. I mean, it's cheap.
It's cheap. It's cheesy.
It's tawdry.
It's great word.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I had my druthers,
good word.
Nobody would be on fucking trying to get sponsored or, you know, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure shit. Like I'm nobody, so like I'm not looking for somebody to pay my fucking way. And having said that, as an actor doing commercials, it's a different story.
You know what's so funny? I actually was on hold for a commercial. I think I can say this because I didn't sign an NDA or anything. This is so, and I just found out I didn't get it, so which I feel neutral about. But I would like I didn't even submit for it. Just my agent, whatever. Yeah. So she's like, you have first right of refusal for a psoriasis campaign. Yeah, I was like, wait. So would I just like? But it was gonna be like a hell of money. Yeah. So I was like, okay, because I'm a part-time single mom over here, so I need to get that. I need to get that. I need to get that cash.
I need that money.
But I was like, oh God, are they gonna? Is it gonna? And it's a 2-year contract. I was like, are there just gonna be photos of me up in Business Insider, like covered in scales and blood? Do you know what I mean? I was just like, oh God. But I practice the precept of I don't say no to money, but nobody's ever offered me something to sponsor. But it does seem I would not use this word, but my friends come into mind, tack-a-lack. Like it's tacky.
Yeah, it is. It feels tacky.
It's tacky.
And I remember it was like when I was like 11 years old and this girl Shannon got a cell phone. I was in like 5th or 6th grade. I was like, what the fuck do you need a cell phone for?
Okay. Well, let's take a short pause, and then I am going to tell you what an 11-year-old needs a cell phone for.